What really makes this event phenomenal is my ability to network with individuals and peoples who kind of have a playing hand at the game of chess when it comes to global governance, when it comes to global systems of reform, education, financial delineation, all of those operations and systems that go hand in hand with creating the groundwork or the motherboard of the civilizations and economies that the peoples experience. So as a mother, as a divine matriarchal energy in the space, I want to be able to perceive what the plans are and then also kind of have a voice in orchestrating or influencing the directions that are being taken. One of the things that I wanted to highlight and then also possibly energetically reform is the topic of job culture. We whom know, if you know, you know, right? We want to see a world where we're able to do as we please, where we're able to invest and divest our energy into the things that stem from our heart spaces, and then allow those things as we monetize them and make them make sense as we apply systems to them and operations, they support us in return. So now we're looking at an environment, an economy where people are typically and generally happy because they're doing as they please. And not only are they doing as they please, they're making it make sense for those around them, for the economy, and then they're also allowing what they do to support their own lifestyle. You know, there's a range in which you can experience a lifestyle no matter where you are, depending on how much energy you divest into your creative spaces. So the Eevh Restoration Network is sitting in a place to be able to administer that guidance that people need, give the answers that people are looking for to help them make it all make sense. That is definitely the slogan moving forward, make it make sense. So when it comes to the workforce, let's remove the energy that is embodied in those words and say, let's play. For example, here at the Hope Global Forum event, they have aligned up and down these halls exhibits, if you would, very small but still beautiful art exhibits where local artists, in addition to other artists, are able to host their work here, not only for viewing and inspiration, but also purchase. So this is a perfect example of a creator taking the opportunity of exposure to not only support themselves, but to also further encourage others to do the same. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a bit of a visual artist myself. So when I see these pieces of work here, all it does is make me think about the paintings that I still have sitting on the back burner that I would love to finish, that I would love to cultivate and bring to the world. So no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, when you walk into spaces and you are creatively inspired, all that means is that now you have motivation to go ahead and tap into your heart energy to add the sparks and the magic from within you into the environment. And that type of energy is what keeps us alive. And if we're alive and if we're motivated and inspired, that's going to bleed out onto other people. And that is how you energetically influence a shift that's needed. So what we're about to do is we're going to go into these conference rooms that they've got set up where they are offering not only information but opportunities for people to be able to advance themselves as far as their professional endeavors are concerned. I did do a small interview with one of the ladies that was here. She said that they did mention some resources that she can tap into, but she's having a difficult time actually finding those resources. Also, I asked her to grade her experience about the quality of the information that she had gotten while she was in one of the conference rooms, and she kind of gave it a 6.5. So I'm sure that the Hope Global Forum has put in a lot of work and preparation when it comes to being able to provide quality information and a quality experience, but we're asking real people, real time, what they think and what's going on, and it's not looking like the opportunities are kind of overflowing. So I'm so glad to be in the space because we were able to exchange, information and talk about real opportunity, talk about real resource. talking about investing and divesting again that creative energy into supporting yourself and not necessarily following the same way that we've been set up to follow for so long, right? Greetings, Divines. Welcome to the Hope Global Forum. I am Story LAHUEZ, the head operations manager for the Eevh Restoration Network, and we have come to this beautiful event to energetically shift what's happening on a global scale. Right now, those who have been sitting in positions of authority are getting together and constructing the ways in which they want the economies to run themselves on a global scale. And I want to be able to come into the space, to put my ear into conversations, to put my energy on the table, and to see what's supposed to happen, and to see what type of shift I can create just by being here, just by networking with the right people, and then also allowing, obviously, the universe to do what it does and to make magic happen. So right now, our primary focus for being here is just to get our name out there, to get the message out there about the opportunities and the beautiful abundance that can come from divesting our energy into our creative spaces, but then also to put myself in places where people observe me as being competent and capable and making it make sense on the tables of governance and operations and systems economically, globally. Beautiful things. I shall. So I can't wait to see what's here. I can't wait to see who's here. And I can't wait to shake some hands. Gratitude, gratitude. Not a problem. Greetings, Divines. I actually wanted to catch authentic energy. I'm standing with Charles.
Hey, how y'all doing? Charles Anthony Ankrum from Vitality Financial Healthcare.
Beautiful. All right, Charles, how long have you been here at the Hope Global Forum event?
I've been here since 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be honest with you, there was a lot going on after 10 o'clock. 8 o'clock, they were just doing registration and things like that, so we went and had breakfast. But 11 o'clock is when things started for me.
Okay, and just on a scale of 1 to 10, because we love scales, how would you rate the quality of the event itself?
Oh, 10, definitely.
Beautiful.
Without a question, it's a 10.
Okay, awesome. Now, I know that they have like breakaway conference meetings inside of the rooms and whatnot, where they kind of go over different subjects, information resources that can kind of help the people of the city. What do you feel, or how do you feel about the quality of the last sit-in that you experienced?
Well, the last sit-in that I experienced, excuse me, the last sit-in that I experienced was, it was pretty deep, but the only thing I had to say is that I've been in business for over 25 years and I know a lot about certain things.
Yeah.
And I think that it was broken down for people who had just started in business.
So some of the content.
So some of the content was rather, I would say it was for initial starters in business, and quite honestly they had a lot of great information for people who were just starting out. And although my business is 1 year in existence, I have been in this position as an executive director or an owner for over 25 years, and I've been in the executive. I've been in the. God, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's all right.
So basically, what I was trying to say, because it's overwhelming.
It's okay.
The energy out here is crazy. So basically, what I was trying to say is that, like I said, I've had over 25 years of experience, and what I've done is I've worked in the emergency room from the staff to the patients, and I've worked all the way up into management, and then I've worked in executive management. So some of this was a little bit, I would say, I needed to be in a different state.
I see. Last question before you go. The creators of Atlanta really need more opportunities to be able to make it make sense for them. Do you feel like the forum offers resources for that type of thing?
Well, there was a lot of resources. I must say, to be honest with you, this Operation Whole thing was amazing. You could be a creator, you could be established, you could be, from a beginner. They had a lot of resources for everyone. for everyone. So, you know, just go around, check the booths out, and see what they have for you. Like a lot of things I enjoyed. A lot of things I felt that was very much needed for entrepreneurs.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Much
respect.
I shall. And as you guys can see, the space is filling out really quickly, really beautifully. So there's going to be a lot of people to talk to. There's going to be a lot of things to make sense of, a lot of opportunities to take hold of. So if you're here at the Hope Global Forum, I hope to see you and exchange some energy. And if you were wondering about coming out, you're absolutely missing something beautiful. Even if the organizers of the event didn't kind of put a whole lot of energy into making sure that the creatives like myself have an overflow of resources to tap into, there's still so much here to take home. I'm thinking I will definitely put my money on the connections that you'll be able to take home, because there are so many different diverse peoples here as far as what they're into and how much they've cultivated what they're into, which becomes inspiration, right? Which is creativity in itself. So again, I'm just so glad to be in the space.
3, 2, and 1.
It looks like they've met their seating. They have met their seating capacity once again in one of the conference rooms, so we're going to have to try and catch it on the next one or hope that things work out. Okay, so it looks like we were able to connect with the right people. I was able to spend the right amount of time. It's pretty difficult to get a seat, a spot, even in the smaller conference rooms where they're going over specific information, but that's okay. We're connected into the right hallways to make sure we get that information after all of this is done anyway. But as far as the event is concerned, especially when we're talking about the future, the Eevh Restoration Network is going to continue to do all that it can to make sure that we spread the truth, spread the news about the opportunities and the shift that needs to happen within the economy and within the people. Because we need happier people. We need less black suits and more colors, right? We need less hard work and more fun. We need less systems and more inspiration. So I'm here to do that.